Play a Hero of Bladehold. Oh man, I love Hero Bladehold, and it's going to come in with haste and plus 2-0. Oh, this is so good. Hopefully no one shoots our stuff. I want to thank my awesome Patreon supporters. You guys are awesome. If you want to help support the channel and vote on which decks I play next, feel free to check out my Patreon, link below. Welcome back, everyone. We're testing out some high power Adriana today. Take a look at this opening hand. These cards are cool, but this hand is very slow. I'm gonna mulligan. Maybe we can find like a 2-drop into much worse. Go to 6. Yeah, I guess that's the best of our hands. Skull Clamp. Skull Clamp is good. Keep. What do we get rid of? Signet, maybe? Yeah, probably Signet. Although, Mana Crypt into Signet. Get rid of the planes, then try to find... No, that doesn't seem quite right. I really like Ogre Battle Driver. I guess it's got to be Ogre Battle Driver. Yes, it's got to be Ogre Battle Driver, but it's a really good card in this deck. Makes me sad. So yeah, we're playing Adriana, Captain of the Guard. 5 mana 4/4 with melee. Other creatures you control have melee. Makes your creatures huge. I don't know why. I've just been really enjoying Adriana lately. She makes me very happy. So that's why we're playing her. Playing yet another build of Adriana. Brings back to our turn. There's a Mask of Memory. That's card draw. That's fantastic. Play a Mana Crypt. Play a Signet. Play a Wooded Foothills. Crack a Wooded Foothills. Get a Plateau. Play a Mask of Memory. And pass like that. That's a pretty good turn 1. This turn 1 brought to you by Mana Crypt. Most broken card in the format. Oh, wow. So, Illegal Xeno is piloting Hogaak, Arisen, Necropolis. A very interesting graveyard commander. It's a 7 mana 8/8 that says, you can't spend mana to cast this spell, but it has Convoke and Delve. You may cast it from your graveyard, and it has Trample. But Nate is piloting Anafenza the Foremost, which says, if a non-token creature an opponent controls will be put into the graveyard from, like, most anywhere, exile it instead. Seems super nasty. That's a Lena. Lena's pretty good. Play this Plains. How much mana are we on? It's 2, 4, 5. We're on 5 mana. That's pretty good. I guess we play an Adriana. I was thinking we were going to have to Skull Clamp to secure the waste, but we may not have to do that. The other thing we could do is, like, we could wait till end step and then secure the waste for 4, and then attack with 1 and Skull Clamp another. That's also not terrible. But we'll just get Adriana in right now. Maybe we should have went to secure the waste plan, though. Our final opponent is Pauper Arbus piloting Zabaz the Glimmerwasp. I haven't checked this one out yet, but it does look very interesting. So, it's a 1 mana 0/0 with modular 1, and it's coming into play right now. If a modular triggered ability would put 1 or more +1/+1 counters on a creature you can control, put that many counters +1, so you add an additional. Pay a red, destroy target artifact you control, pay a white, it gains flying until end of turn. This is an interesting card and one that I need to delve into a little bit. One, I think it can go in a Winota deck, especially if you're trying to keep your curve really low for like CEDH. I think this is a reasonable option. 2, I've tried the modular thing in the past. I actually tried to do it with Aurelia Exemplar when she came out, but I quickly realized that there are not enough modular creatures to really make that work, and especially good ones. So Zabaz gives you enough of a payoff to actually make that kind of strategy work. Also, they added a few more modular creatures with Modern Horizons 2, which also helps. But a really cool looking commander, and Pauper is very good with his red decks, so we'll see what he's got going for us today. I'm sure he's going to show us some cool stuff. That's a Desecrated Tomb coming in for opponent. Mana Crypt flip on us. There's white mana open. Don't love that. Lost the flip. Kabira takedown. We may play that as a land. Mask of Memory on Adriana. Go to combat. Swing into Xeno. We melee. It gets bigger. It's a 5/5. It hits. Nice. Was nervous about that white mana up over there. Draw 2 cards. Neither of those are lands. That is unfortunate. What are we getting rid of? These are all really good cards. Ugh. Oh man, that hurts. I guess it's Lena. Who needs board wipe protection? Play this as the land. Comes in tapped. Oh my god. We could play Ogre Battle Driver right now. Oh yeah, let's play Ogre Battle Driver. Next turn, if this holds up, we can go Hero of Bladehold. Oh my god, yeah. So far, if opponents don't come up with some removal, this is looking absolutely brutal. Nate leaves all his mana up. That's not ideal. Here comes an Arasta of the Endless Web. Those are pretty good. Has reach, and will make a bunch of tokens. I may try to Skull Clamp the Ogre Battle Driver first, since I have a feeling that it may get shot here in a second. Brings back to our turn. There's a Mana Crypt. Tails, won the flip. There's a Bonder's Enclave. Let's play the Skull Clamp. Equip the Skull Clamp. It's equipped. Sweet. Play a Hero of Bladehold. Oh man, I love Hero Bladehold, and it's going to come in with haste and plus 2-0. Oh, this is so good. Hopefully no one shoots our stuff. There's a lot of open mana amongst our opponents that, you know. Also, because he has 3 mana right there, he would probably cast his commander normally. Yeah, there's a generous gift on the Ogre Battle Driver. I thought that might happen, so that's why I wanted the Skull Clamp at first. We'll draw 2 cards. Ooh, that's an Esper Sentinel. No haste for us, gonna slow us down, because that was gonna be a crazy turn. We were gonna do so much damage. Play a Plains, drop in this Esper Sentinel. Pauper's gonna crack his Myriad Landscape, that's fine. Go to combat. Swing into Nate. Give him the old boop for blowing up our thing. That's a melee trigger. He takes a hit for 5. There's a Mask of Memory trigger. We draw Generous Gift and True Conviction. Oh my god. Well, discard the Bonder's Enclave. Is this Christmas Land? In July? Illegal Xeno says, quick question. How does the Boros player have the most card draw at the table right now? And the most ramp? There's a modular creature coming in for our opponent. The answer is hard work and determination. Together Forever. Triggers the Esper Sentinel. See if they want to pay. They can support 2. They don't. We get a Strip Mine. Love it. This is my first chance getting to use Esper Sentinel, by the way. Very excited about it. I believe the paper cost is still astronomical. So waiting for that to come down a little bit before I purchase those. But yeah, we got a card draw. We paid 1 mana to draw a card, and we have a creature in play. So we're already winning. If we can pump it up permanently with something, even better. If someone wants to play something like during combat after the melee triggers, then they'll have to pay a lot. There's a Mesa Enchantress for Nate. Oh yeah, it's that deck, isn't it? So this is going to be his Anafenza Enchantress deck, which is, it's a lot of removal, it's a lot of value. Once it gets going, it draws cards like there's no tomorrow and finds the board wipes and does some silly stuff that's just hard to deal with. If this isn't a board wipe right here, I'm feeling very good about this turn. It is a board wipe right here. Toxic Deluge X4. That is unfortunate. All my favorite cards going away. Also, we didn't Skull Clamp anything. Whoops, that's probably a mistake. Let's see if opponent pays. Opponents can use it Together Forever. Yep. Choose target creature with a counter on it. When it dies, return it to its owner's hand. Yeah, that makes sense. Opponent pays. Savage. Well, that's going to clear out a lot of stuff. We're still ahead on mana, though, so, like, that's a problem for our opponents. Adriana back to the command zone. Gravecrawler. Brings it back to our turn. Mana Crypt. Lost the flip. It's Flooded Strand. We will play a Strip Mine, I guess. I think we're going to end step this Secure the Wastes. A card that I also, like, kind of overlook a lot, and I'm pretty excited to use it right here. Adriana is probably one of the better decks for it. And, yeah, I'm super excited to do this. I tend to run White Sun Zenith more. I like the 2/2s. But because Adriana can make everything huge anyway, Secure the Wastes, more mana efficient. Very cool. Mana Vault for our opponent. It's unlikely, but I would love to be able to cast Adriana and True Conviction next turn. I don't think we have that kind of mana, though. We'll be on 9 mana next turn. Adriana's 5, that's 6, so we'll be too short of that. So we'd have to catch... I don't think there's anything in the deck. We've already got Mana Crypt. Soul Ring is only a +1 the turn you cast it, so... Ancient Tomb? Ancient Tomb could get us there, maybe. No, because we need to go +3 from where we are. Yeah, there would need to be some things. Daxo's coming into play for opponent. Opponent did very little on their turn, which is interesting. Didn't recast their commander or anything. Raises some eyebrows for me. We do definitely want to make sure we get a token Skull Clamped, though. Here comes an Open the Graves. I'm sure that won't cause any problems. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, create a 2/2 zombie. Yep. Sure, there's some combo with the Gravecrawler. They find a sack outlet. That's going to be a thing. Also, when they cast stuff, how'd that come back? Oh, it's got 5 toughness. It never died. How about that? How about that? Opponent going on the attack into the Zabaz. They take a hit for 2. So opponent's end step, time to Secure the Wastes. Hopefully nothing goes wrong here. X7 triggers a Rasta. Brings back to our turn, Mana Crypt, 1 the flip. Land tax is cool. I'm going to Skull Clamp a token before anything happens. I just really want to make sure we have these cards, because our hand is a little bit thin if something goes wrong. So I know we could get a bunch of extra damage right here, but I think that's too important not to do. A lot of mana right there. Recast Adriana. Or do we just go for True Conviction? True Conviction's less damage, but gives us a bunch of life gain. But gives us Double Strike, and Double Strike is pretty cool also. They're still 1/1s, though. I guess that's kind of an issue. Yeah, let's go for Adriana. Play the Flooded Strand, crack a Flooded Strand. I guess we didn't need to do that. There's an Urborg in play. Get a Sacred Foundry, untapped. Skull Clamp the Adriana, hopefully before something happens. Adriana has been Skull Clamped. Let's do some attacking. These only get to 4... Oh, these only get to 4/4s, which is disappointing. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could still put some hurting on Xeno. There's a bunch of melee triggers. Shimmer Mirror coming in. Sure. Arcbound Tracker coming in. How's he casting all this at instant speed? Oh, artifact spells as though they had flash. There you go. Yeah, it's pretty good. Gets around the board wipes. It's got a 3/3. Got another modular. Okay, dumping out the hand. Probably going to lose some stuff here. Together Forever. Nice little plays right there. He's going to block with the 1/1. Creature goes down, modular triggers. Together Forever brings it back to the hand. Going to pump up the Shimmer Mirror. Interesting. Opponents take some damage. And we pass like that. Arcbound Worker coming back. Yep. Arcbound Shikari. Yep. Put a +1/+1 counter on each artifact creature you control. Modular 2. Team getting pumped up. He's going to send a 5/5 with Menace our way. Yeah, we can't do much about it. And a 4/4 our way. We could block with Adriana and draw 2 cards right there and get rid of the Shimmer Mirror. But then he just triggers all the modular stuff again. Okay. Yeah, we'll probably just take then. We have the True Conviction, so as long as we don't die and as long as we don't lose our creatures, then we can gain a bunch of life back, so I'm not so worried about the damage. But if our board goes down, then we could get into a spot that's kind of bad. So hopefully no board wipes right here. It does seem like we may need to shoot this together forever. It seems kind of ridiculous with that deck. Nessian Wanderer, okay. Doesn't look like the board wipe. Bow of Nylea, that's fine. Counter on Daxos, experience counter. Opponent will get this Nessian Wanderer Constellation trigger. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, reveal a land into the hand, rest in the bottom. Gets a land. Cracks a land. Tender Shoot Dryad is a magic card. I might just go everything their way. This is hard for us to deal with. What we can do is force blocks, and that's not an awful place to be. But I know how much removal's in Nate's deck, and that's kind of a thing too. Opponent blocks, kills the Gravecrawler, they'll get a 2/2 out of the deal. Brings back to our turn, Mana Crypt and Tender Shoot Dryad trigger. Kind of have a mana situation right here that it's like big and clunky to get that True Conviction in, and potentially cuts off some card draw that I'd like to be doing. Winds of Abandon is a real magic card. Yeah, I think we overload a Winds of Abandon. Overload a Winds of Abandon, a roster will trigger. Opponents will have a lot of mana, though. Opponent stuff getting exiled, million lands about to come into play. Some chance that land tax could actually be useful with everything that just happened. Oh, what's next? I want a Mask of Memory, but I also want to leave up Generous Gift, although opponents are pretty low. I think we'd be okay without the Generous Gift, so Mask of Memory on the Adriana. Go to combat. Probably should have put the mask on a token, now that I'm thinking about it. I'm going to try to eliminate 2 players right here. Send 1 token to Pauper. So let's see, that'd be 8, plus 4 is 12, plus 4 is 16, 20, 24, and then this last one has to go over to Xeno. So I guess we can only kill Nate. There's a lot of melee. Nate goes down, exactly 0, Mask of Memory trigger. Steel Shaper's Gift and a Tome of Legends. What are we getting rid of? I'm going to ditch the Myriad Landscape, it's a little slow. Play Tithe. Get Mistveil Plains, because we have cool creatures in our graveyard that I'd like to get back. Oh yeah, opponents have more lands than us. That being the case, play the Mistveil Plains, play a land tax, and keep the value rolling. Keep the value rolling. Pass like that. Pauper's down to 2 cards. It's pretty good. Xeno's down to 3. None of them have any onboard draw. Oh, maybe there's a War Room right there. Oh, well, that solves it. Wheel of Fortune, there you go. Fresh 7 for everyone, so, they could find a board wipe. That's a thing that could happen. Archangel Avacyn is board wipe protection, so that's cool. That Wheel of Fortune is tricky because we just gave our opponents a lot of mana. So a lot of things could actually go wrong in this next turn cycle. Yep, there's the swords on Adriana. Adriana down. Glad we did get the Mistveil Plains into play, though. But we did get some pretty good cards back. This gives things haste, so we'll want to look at that, probably. Zabaz back to play. Yep. Commander's Plate. Seems decent. Oh, is Adriana on 9 now? Seems like a lot. Doubling Season is an issue. Skull Prophet. Corrosda Guildmage. Yep. Might have to slow the onslaught this turn a little bit since we can't get Adriana back. Mana Crypt. Trigger and land tax. Tails. Won the flip. Use the ability. Yeah, we'll get 3. Pull some lands out of the deck. Draw Sword of the Animist. Okay, stop pulling lands out of the deck. Okay. Yeah, this is a tricky turn. I think we definitely want to get Iroas so that our tokens stay alive. I don't think there's any lands we need to shoot just yet, so we'll use the Strip Mine. Get Iroas. We have 6 mana. We can have 7 if we play a land. If we play an untapped land. 6 otherwise. 6 means, I think, equip a Mask of Memory and sit on Archangel Avacyn. Yeah, probably sit on Archangel Avacyn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 left. Or we could just Skull Clamp a token afterwards. We'll play it by ear. We'll see how this goes. Go to combat. Send this into Pauper since he can't block. and send the others into Xeno. I'm going to leave one blocker back just in case. Mask of Memory will trigger. Opponents go to 21 and 15. We'll draw 2. Those are cards. Those are cards. Discard a mountain, I guess. Valakut Awakening is actually cool with the mountains, or with all the lands that we put into our hand. Seems like a good time for the Windbrisk Heights, so we'll do that. Those are cards. Cathar's Crusade? Cathar's Crusade. Rest to the bottom. 10 cards in hand. Oh, we're gonna have to get rid of some stuff. Discard these planes. If we don't need to Avacyn, we could Misveil Plane something back to the bottom and Valakut Awakening. Although Valakut Awakening makes more sense after the land tax. We once again have a lot of gas in our hand, so yeah. At some point we gotta get this Adriana back though, and that's gonna be expensive. Most of a turn. Zabaz coming our way. Yeah, it's a 4/4. Our True Conviction went down. That's kind of a thing. Did it have flying? Oh, not naturally. Oh, we could have blocked. Whoops. Hope that doesn't bite us. Walking Ballista is a card. Hopefully this isn't part of a combo. Can shoot a lot of our stuff though. Well, this will get really tricky with the Avacyn. Opponent's going to mill 2 cards. Yep. Opponent did leave some mana up. Curious over there. Oh, probably for the Together Forever. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Oh, because he can just kind of keep doing that. That's a thing. That is a thing. Walking Ballista with this plus some mana. Got repeatable removal. Tormod the Desecrator coming in. Hogaak coming in. Triggers the Tormod. Yep. Those are things. They sacrifice the Hogaak to create X-1/1s. Oh, that seems good. More zombies. More zombies. It's a lot of tokens. There is a doubling season in play, so it was all doubled. Everything that's happening over there appears to be a Convoke spell. Oh, nope. Recasting Hogaak. Is that infinite? Yes. So I think he needs the Ballista, the Guild Mage. They can make some flyers too, which is not the best. Alright. End step. Gonna Misveil Plane's True Conviction back to the bottom. Then we're gonna Valakut Awakening. Are we gonna wait? Maybe we're gonna wait. Maybe we're gonna wait until we get the lands. These cards are all very good. Back to our turn. Mana Crypt Land Tax. Get 3 lands. Mana Crypt. That's an Odric. Oh, I wish I got the Avacyn in. So I think we go Loyal Apprentice. He's probably gonna shoot something. Yeah, let's try to get some stuff in, I think. Play the Handwear Battlements. Cast an Odric. Cast a Goblin Rabblemaster. Leaves us with 5 mana for an Avacyn. Maybe we wait till the Odric triggers on the stack. Problem is we still don't have like tons and tons of damage. Go to combat. Opponent is not feeling our Goblin Rabblemaster. Oh, it's still in our main phase. That's interesting. So what we could do, if this goes down... No, because they'll still have enough to shoot the Loyal Apprentice, which is a problem. I told opponent they're safe this turn. See if they finish the Rabblemaster or not. Yeah, let's try to go to combat again. There's the triggers. Put those on the stack. Odric on the bottom. With that, flash in this Avacyn. Xeno's got something. Beast Within on the Rabblemaster is unfortunate. But the token was already created, or the trigger's on the stack, and it does have haste. So we still get the haste that we need, and we get a 3/3 out of the deal. I don't think we'll kill opponent, but we can probably put them really low to the point where like Walking Ballista probably kills them. Odric trigger. Menace, haste, indestructible, flying, and vigilance. Pretty good. Pretty good set of abilities. It says it skipped his blockers because he could have double blocked Avacyn, and that probably lets him survive. Yeah, he goes to -2, so he would have survived at 2, but then he's just in Walking Ballista range, and like, I don't know, Pauper probably just shoots him with that, so. There's a Mask of Memory trigger. Cavalier of Flame is a magic card. Discard a mountain. We probably have some lands in the graveyard too, so like, if it comes to backup plans, oh yeah, we've got some lands in the graveyard, so like, if we get Cavalier in and just have it die to something, that's going to close the distance quite a bit. Opponent's going to draw with the War Room. They're down to 16. Yep. They getting down there. They probably need a straight board wipe. I don't think... They can do some damage with the Walking Ballista, but I don't think Ballista just saves them. Especially since, like, we have this. So, down to 1v1 with the Zabaz. Pauper knows his tricks, so I'm actually a little nervous. Like, yeah, we're in a good spot, but we could quickly not be in a good spot, and he could hit some combo or something or other, and things could fall apart on us. That would not be great. Like he could play in a Chroma's Will, for example, and probably has lethal. That's 8, 14, protection from all colors, you say. We have anything for that? I don't think we do. Puts a counter on the Ballista. It's a 4/4. 8 and 8 is 16. Yeah, you can just ballista. Yeah, you can ballista us the rest of the way. Yeah, he got us. He got us. Down to 3 we go. Chroma's Will. I think I forgot to put that in this deck. Chroma's Will is a very good card, but I'm happy I got to do what I wanted to do, which was just be a super blazing aggro deck, and that was super fun. We had a Mana Crypt, and things got wild off that Mana Crypt. We had the Mana Crypt into the turn 1 Signet, which is just, it's an insane line of play. Like, to the point where it probably shouldn't be legal in this format. After doing that, the power that Adriana can put on the board with your small creatures is just unbelievably good. And it was awesome. It was a joyride. It was a joyride of aggro, and then opponent kind of got to us at the end because we left them alive just a little bit too long. The way to make this deck better, right now the way this is built is just get a lot of tokens into play, make them big with Adriana. The way you kind of improve upon this, at least for like higher power settings, is more hate bears and make life terrible for your opponents. Probably something very similar to a Winota deck, where you're going to have more abilities, but you kind of want to balance those ability creatures with things that are just going to get a lot of damage done. The goal with this deck is not that you want to get into the super late game, and it was starting to get a little bit late for us. I think there were some points where if we had caught a Waves of Aggression or something, it would have been very good for us. Probably even just our last turn right there with the Avacyn, although I don't know if we had the mana to make all that work, but probably needed like Neheb in play or something. Might consider Treasonous Ogre for this deck. I wonder what the mana could do if the mana gets you going fast enough, but you do need to have some life gain to offset that. So that's a thing, but yeah, it played how I thought it would play. We were very aggressive, and then we died to the player that we didn't kill. That is often how being the aggressive deck goes. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, feel free to comment, like, or subscribe. Thank you for watching. Commander Replay t-shirts, available in orange and colors beside orange. Hey guys, help support me and save 15% on singles by using the promo code REPLAY at mothershipatx.com.